on YouTube? Today we're doing a low bald fade with Otto the Barber, and he's going to start out by setting in his first guideline, starting below the temple point and dropping it below the occipital bone in the back, and keeping the shape consistent all the way around the head, and cleaning as you go and removing all the hair underneath the line. And you want to put this in as neat as possible because you're going to carry this shape throughout the rest of your fade, and you want it to be pretty neat. Now we're just going to bald them out even further. Here we're using the Andes Pro Foils, and this is going to get right down to the skin, and it's going to really make your blend pop. And you want to come up just right before the line. The line that the foil shavers leave, you'll knock out with your trimmers. Moving on, we're putting in our half guideline, so no guard, lever all the way open. And you want to make this about a full inch thick all the way around the head, so you have room to blend. If you make your guidelines too small, the fade's going to come out looking really heavy, so you want to make sure you're going up a full inch. To blend out this line, you want to start with your lever closed and work your way to the top of the guideline, slowly opening your clipper. You'll probably open it about 3 times, and you'll stop when you're at the top and your lever's all the way open, and the line should be blended out. If there's still a faint line at the bottom, you can always use the corner of your trimmers, and that should completely remove the line. For the next guideline, you're going to put on your 1 guard, and you're going to open the lever all the way and go up another full inch. And then you're going to want to come underneath that with your 1 guard all the way closed to soften the line between your half and the 1 open. And the clipper being used here is the Wall Cordless Senior. Let me know what clippers you guys prefer down in the comments below. And if you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. To fully get rid of the line, you want to put on your half guard, and you can start all the way open and slowly close it up, hitting that line that you're trying to remove. And by the time you're halfway closed, the line should be completely removed. For our next guideline, we're putting on the 2 guard and closing the lever all the way and going up another full inch, flicking out because we're getting close to the parietal ridge. To remove the line in between the 1 guard open and the 2, we'll put on our 1.5 guard and start about halfway open and slowly close it up, hitting that line until it's completely removed. If the 1.5 guard doesn't fully remove that line, put back your 1 guard and start open using your corners, flick at that line and close it up until the line's completely disappeared. If you want to follow me on Instagram, head over to @DanTheBarberMan and also follow @AutoTheBarber as well as Ontario Barbershops. As you can see, there's a little bit of weight left at the ridge. So we're gonna put on our number 3 guard and slowly knock some of that away and lighten it up, and we can use other blending techniques to fully remove it after we're done with our number 3. And this client didn't want the top cut, so we're doing our best to blend as flawless as we can into the length on top. To remove the rest of the weight, you can use scissor over comb, your shears over comb, or you could use clipper over comb if it's necessary. Here he's using his texturizing shears with a comb just to remove all the extra weight. Moving on to the lineup, we're going to start with his front hairline, starting at the center of the forehead and working our way to one of the corners and then the other. You want to be careful not to push him back. It's okay to go over this a few times so you're happy with the sharpness of the lineup, and always double check in your mirror to make sure that the line is straight and symmetrical. Now to finish off the look, we're going to do the beard, and it's going to be the exact same steps, but instead of moving up, we're going to be moving down. And he wants to keep his beard a little bit more full, so we're just blending into the length that he already has. And here we started with the lever open and moved on to the one guard open, and you want to follow that up with the one guard closed and continue to fade down. And if there's any line left, you can throw in your half guard and start all the way open, slowly closing it until the line is completely removed. And here he has the number 2 guard on, just continuing to blend lower and lower. And to come between the one guard open and the 2, you just put on your 1.5 guard, and you should be alright keeping that closed, and that should fully remove that line. And if it doesn't, you can always just continue to work it out with your one guard open and slowly close it until it's blended. I usually like to go a little short on the mustache. Here we went with a one guard closed against the grain and just lining up the lip line so there's no hairs hanging over his lip. To finish off the haircut in the beard, we're going to use a razor, and this is going to make everything pop. To line up here, we're stretching the skin pretty tight and shaving down. So we're stretching upwards and shaving downwards, and we're creating a nice curve. And this is the end of the episode, guys. I appreciate everybody for watching it. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.